Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for May. I hope you're all well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aries out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Aries, don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? Aries. Aries. All right, Aries, you are starting out with the Tower. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right, so Aries, you're currently going through something that is pretty big. It's earth-shattering. There's a tower here, a structure, something that is being broken down because it was not built on a solid foundation. It's being broken down so it can be built back solidly, but right now you're kind of going through it. I do feel like there's somebody here that left you feeling pretty powerless in this situation. I do feel like there was conflict. I feel like you would like to resolve the conflict, but you may also feel like you're not getting the truth in a situation. A lot of you may not be talking to this person currently. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who's in Aries energy. All right, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is somebody who currently it does look like they're not open to communication. This is somebody who can be very cutting and very mean with their words in particular. I feel like this person did cut you out. With the Two of Pentacles, this person knows that something, it's like they have their balance right now, but they know it wouldn't take very much to just spin this out of control. For some of you, I do see the infinity sign here. So for some of you, there could be some twin flame energy here. But I do feel like the person that's in your energy does have some regrets. So they may be regretting what they've done here. Yeah, there's a sense that this person is definitely not feeling very happy right now. And I think that they would like to come out of that energy. It's almost like they may have overreacted to something possibly, and now they're looking at it and they're saying, I really didn't do the right thing here. Let me bring balance back in. You know, there's still hope. So let me see the energy between you and this person. Show me the energy between Aries and this person. Yeah, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. You're both tired of being stressed out about this situation. There's been a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights. You're both, wanting to come out of that energy. Show me what's affecting this connection. Communication. After a period of not talking, there will be communication. I also feel like, you've been very defensive, but you're lowering those defenses a little bit. You're looking at things differently. This person's wanting to bring balance in, but they know it's going to be tricky. They know it's going to be real tricky. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Aries and this person. The Magician and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So it's a manifesting healing. Yeah. Manifesting healing in a situation like it was a hit and run. And I feel like it was this person, Aries. Like whatever they did, it was like boom. And then they were off, and now they're kind of regretting that. They're kind of thinking maybe I was too hasty. So you're both manifesting. You in particular are manifesting this situation. You could be dealing with a Gemini here as well. Gemini is very strong energy. You have Libra and Aquarius as well. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. This is underlying energy. It can indicate a reconciliation, but definitely a judgment call. All right, so let's clarify. Spirit-wise, the Tower here for Aries. Seven of Wands reverse, Two of Cups. Yeah, and that's also in the reverse. So we're looking at the ending of this relationship, and it does look like a soulmate connection. I do feel like it caused the Tower moment for you. And I do feel like you're impatient for the situation to resolve. I do feel like also, you know, you might be regretting some things here that you invested in. So you could be thinking to yourself, maybe I shouldn't have been involved with this person to start with. Let me see why the Seven of Wands is in reverse. Thank you. All right, we have the Six of Coins, and we have the Magician again. So I will say this for you, Aries. You are a strong manifester. Very strong. So you've got, twice here, you've got the Magician in the upright. You're extremely strong in manifesting. And I do feel like you're manifesting communication. You're manifesting a new beginning. You're manifesting also an equal give and take in a situation that you felt pretty powerless in. I do see that there was conflict. I do feel like you want to resolve that conflict, but you want it resolved in an equal and balanced way. You don't want it to be, you know, so that your needs still are not being met. So let me see why the Ace of Swords is in reverse. Why is Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, so you're lacking clarity on a direction. What direction should you move in? I do feel like you have feelings for this person, but you're holding those emotions and feelings back. And I do feel like you're also withholding communication. You're trying to decide what you should do, and you lack clarity in that situation. You may feel like this person, you know, wasn't very loving, or that they may not have been truthful with you. But I definitely feel like you're trying to figure out what direction to move, what direction to go in. All right, so let me look at their energy. Why is this Queen of Swords in the reverse? I do feel like this person has been very angry. Eight of Cups reversed and the Page of Wands. Yeah, I see them reaching out to you. I do see them reaching out. There is a return. So I feel like this person walked away. They could have walked towards another energy. And if that's the case, you felt like they were choosing someone else, which is why you feel this person wasn't truthful and honest with you. And it could have been that they weren't. I do feel like they're going to reach out, and it's going to likely be in a very small way, some kind of maybe even a flirtatious way to get your attention. So let me see why the Two of Pentacles is here. Yeah, this person feels like they messed up, and they want to come back. There we go. Yeah, Justice in the reverse, and the Hangman also in the reverse. So this person knows they messed up in a big way too, because these are both major arcana. So they're looking at things differently. Somebody may have said something or done something that kind of enlightened them to the error of their ways. Now they want to balance it out, but they know it's going to be a tricky, tricky proposition, because the cards are showing me that they were wrong here. So, and they know it. They're aware of it. I feel like they're tired of waiting to balance this out. So you're both feeling a bit impatient with the lack of communication. And ultimately, I think that's what's going to, you know, bring the communication through. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. We have the Sun in reverse. So this person is not sure of what you're going to do here. They're not sure if the love is still present. And they have a lot of anxiety still about that, even if they act like they're not worried about it. And I feel like, you know, they're tired of feeling this anxiety. They're tired of feeling like, oh my gosh, you know, what's going to happen? they're lacking in clarity as to how this is going to roll out. You're lacking in clarity as well. They don't know what you're going to do. They don't know if the love is still here, because I get the sense that this person messed up in a pretty major way. I do feel that they do want to repair it though, but they're very afraid about the outcome of that. So let me see why the Nine of Swords is in the reverse. Why is the Nine of Swords in the reverse between Aries and this person? Okay, so we have the Ten of Coins reversed. We have the Page of Cups reversed. And the Wheel of Fortune. All right. So if this person did move towards somebody new, that absolutely didn't work out. The fact is that there are still some feelings and emotions here between the two of you, but I feel like neither of you are actually talking about them. I also feel like you're experiencing the loss of this connection, which did cause a significant tower moment in your life. And I do feel like you may have friends and family that may be telling you, look, you need to leave this be. This person's not good for you. You know, so be careful of the advice that you're getting. Ultimately, you don't want to give your power up to anybody, not a tarot reader, not a psychic, not a family member. You want to make your own decisions here. You're both questioning whether the other person has feelings and emotions here. I do feel that this person is going to come back in your direction, and it's going to take things in a more positive direction, a much more positive direction. They're coming back to talk with you. They're coming back to clear things up, to be honest about things that perhaps they were not honest about in the past. And it's going to make a huge difference, because that's what's going to turn everything in their favor. All right, so the Four of Swords reverse is clarified by the Eight of Swords reversed and the Four of Cups in reverse. So currently there is no stability in this connection. It's very unstable. You've been manifesting the heck out of this, manifesting a resolution to the conflict that's been there, but you want balance. You're manifesting an equal give and take. You are going to get communication from this person. You definitely are. And it is going to alleviate some of your fears, some of your worries. You're going to feel better about things at that point. This person is going to likely explain to you that, you know, they may have felt disrespected in this relationship. You do need to hear them out, because it has to be, you both want balance, right? But that balance works both ways. I also feel like this person has been only able to focus on you. The longer the two of you went without talking, the more they focused on you. But they are very well aware that you are their cup of love. You are the person they love. And they are also well aware that they treated you badly. And I feel like they're coming in to make things right. Let me see the outcome at the end of the week. Show me the outcome between Aries and this person at the end of the week. All right, King of Cups reversed. We have the Nine of Coins. And we have the Knight of Wands. All right, so at the end of the week, I still see you manifesting here. It does look like your money's doing well, by the way. And it also looks like, you know, this whole process has kind of pushed you into some sort of an ascension. Something you don't talk about to many people. And it might be because you're not quite clear on it yourself. But I do see you manifesting. I see you, there's prayers here, there's manifestations. Some of you are doing like meditations or rituals for manifesting. There is love here. I don't see it being expressed yet by the end of the week. I see you still single, working on your money, working on your manifestations, but not giving out the emotion, not sharing the emotion that's there. In their energy, I do see that this person is going to come rushing in. I told you they're coming back. They're thinking about it. They're planning it. They may reach out to you in some way, but their desire for communication is only going to grow. The longer the two of you are apart or not talking, the more this person is thinking about you and everything that you are to them. So I am seeing them come in, but they're coming in more of a passionate way. I don't see them yet sharing the true emotion. So it's almost like they're kind of hoping to break down walls, maybe. Or maybe they just don't feel safe enough yet, because they know it wouldn't take much to just cause this whole thing to go askew all over again. So they do have regrets that are here. They're a little bit unsure of what you're going to do, if you still love them, if you still have feelings and emotions for them. And Aries, you're not sharing any of it. So it's not like you're rushing in to tell them, yes, I still love you. So this person is going to come in with communication. I feel like it's going to be rather rapidly. And I do feel like the true intent is going to be to repair the damage that has been done here. This person knows that they messed up, and they just don't know how you're going to react. So that's why they're trying to like come in with that communication, maybe even some passion, but really keep their heart on a shelf just in case. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is that reconciliation energy. However, I do feel like you're going to be looking at all the details about this. And I also feel like you're not going to be putting any effort into this. You're basically, after whatever this person did, you're going to basically expect them to chase you. You know, and that's between you and this person. I don't know what they did, but there does appear to be a betrayal. They appear to be aware of it, and it did cause a tower moment for you. So you may be making them really, you know, put in effort, more effort than what they have in the past. So, all right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for Aries. Pulling for Aries. All right, so you have affirmation for positive change. Okay, perfect. Let me get the book and I'll read that for you. It takes me a little bit longer to get to these because they're not numbered. All right, give me just a second, guys. All right. It says change can be scary, and sometimes we resist making changes because we are afraid we will make things worse instead of better. The best way to get past this fear is to direct your energy toward making sure any shifts are positive. Ask the power of water to move you in the right direction and put out your intention into the world as clearly and decisively as you can. This card may be a hint that you need to have more faith in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals. Or maybe a reminder that positive change is as much about the journey as it is the place you end up. Keep putting one foot in front of the other and focus on what you want to achieve, and know that you can do it. Yeah, and you know what? If you look at this card, Aries, this dress, it's a dress or an outfit. It's like a very old, like I don't know, 1800s or something. It's an older dress. And in that time period, women did not dress like this. You know, they just didn't do it. But we see that dress is hanging on the line along with the jewels and the pearls from that time. And she's dressed as a pirate. She's looking out at her future. So there could be some pretty dramatic changes going on for you, Aries. So embrace those changes. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Aries, namaste.